thought that we'd be talking about a 13-5 victory for FURIA after map number 1. And Mimi, we're heading into Breeze now after Koala just tore up on Split. Now getting to play the Jet heading on to Breeze. It's his time to shine. Yeah, bad news for Sen fans. He was an absolute monster. The last time we got to see FURIA on Breeze, they got a pretty dominant win against Crew there in our first showing of the map here in VCT Americas. On the other side, taking a look at Sentinels, they are going the direction that I think a lot of teams would in terms of 4 of their agents with the double smokes, double duelists with the Neon Euro. We've seen that already. But the Sky is a little different. We've seen a lot of teams try different initiators into the mix, and prioritizing the Sky is a little interesting. I thought that they would likely want to play a scan initiator versus adding flashes when they already have that Yoru. Yeah, almost everyone is still playing something like the Sova on a map where there's going to be 3 or 4 smoke agents every single game. Being able to just get spam kills in those wide open territories is really powerful, but maybe Sentinels thinking that with these extra flashes, they have more opportunities to fight forward on the attacking side or fight back through enemy smokes on their retakes. Sure, and maybe that clues us in that on defense, they're going to leave Redux alone. Maybe it's going to be offing a lot, and they want someone to help activate Narrate on the other side when they're not together. I think Sky is valid on this map. I think you can play most initiators here, and it's fine. But I do think the Sova is the best choice as we see FURIA going for here. FURIA already have the advantage and already have the experience on the stage on this map. Sentinels need a map win here to stay alive in their opening game, and we'll see if they can do it. Caillou choosing to play the Sky. Still one that I'm trying to wrap my head around a little bit, but we're not going to have too much time as we load up this pistol round. Big one here for Sen. You walk into this team, even if it is a new roster, expectations are always high. This is not a squad that is happy with mediocrity. Well, already an early look at the Sky util. Flash sent down into elbow, got a ping, so Sentinel's aware that there's at least one player in this area of the map. And already a nice position down mid for Narrate. Has a crossfire with Caillou. Still jiggling for elbow, but a little too far. Down to Alum. Caillou just caught out in the open there. Taken out, although with Koala dropping in bottom mid as well. FURIA are going to take their time. Still have yet to commit with a teleport over to A, though. They've got 3 players and the spike, ready to move forward. And with double smokes, you can always condition this Viper wall towards A. Threaten that you can be walking up at any time, and now they make that threat a reality. But as it's happening, Sentinels has walked deeper back into mid, and will have very fast rotations with their double duelist. Cortezio was one of the bright spots for Sentinels at the end of the first half. Now the sole anchor on this A side. Tucks away into orange for the time being, calling his teammates over. Not getting in front of things yet. Sentinels very reserved. Critically, Artson lives. They'll be up flank, but already FURIA losing players on site. That's bad news. Alum retreats. 1 step back. Choosing to call Art back over to the rest of the team. Alum needs to come up with a couple here, but is already taken out. The plant is good for offsite, but there's no mollies from Nerf. No more stars left either. So when this wall goes down, it's separate from FURIA. Sentinels very much in front of things. 3 kills for Narrate. Again, taking a pistol off FURIA. I love Sentinel's approach to mid control in that round. When you have double duelists and you can control that space, not only do you make it so difficult for FURIA to mid round, but you're going to have such quick reactions as soon as any presence is shown in main. Here, not only do they have that rotation, but also are thorough enough to wait, catch that lurker before he can become a problem. And those mid-fights sort of previewed us for what Breeze feels like a lot, which is a lot of solo plays happening or just one-on-one aim duels. And that really puts a highlight on your duelist players, and especially for Sentinels. You know, Redux stepping up to the roster for the first time. Narrate as well, switching over into the duelist slot. Need to be firing on all cylinders for Sentinels. FURIA on the Seiko, just going to rip a hit towards the B site. And again, Senna fast rotates players in position. Just on the other side of this smoke. Already Sentinels closing the gap. FURIA went for a lot of these very shallow walls, which Sentinels are going to be aware of. And not stall things out too much. Knowing these swings are eventually coming in, Caillou's going to line up a couple. And support from John as well. Should make quick work for Sentinels. And they deliver.
I wonder if part of the decision to play this guy for Sen isn't just that they want those flashes for extra aggression, but because of the big nerfs to the rest of initiators. When you're playing no Sentinel, wanting to have a higher information comp that instead of one tool on refresh, essentially has 3 tools with 2 flashes and the dog that they can use at their leisure to re-clear space and get information without needing to invest bodies.
I wanted to hear the second one. We got a glimpse right at the very end. It could also just not be that deep. Maybe there's hype, you know?
Maybe Sky's just cool.
Maybe Sky is just cool, yeah. Well, this round, Sentinel's a little bit strapped for cash. FURIA, just 4 players towards B, did put their wall down over towards A. This is something they can do with the double smoke comp. Don't necessarily have to have that for the B execs, but a quick jump up, and Sentinel somehow up with 2 players already. A good snake bite has kept the rest of FURIA back in main. They're not going anywhere.
And already Sen is taking this map away. Cortesia! Just brutal with the headshots.
Sentinels have barely taken any damage. Redux the only player to be hit. Bad guns don't matter if it's still one-tap headshots regardless.
Is Guardian a bad gun on this map? Tough to say.
On Cortez's hands.
After the changes to this map, it's a little bit easier to flood players into B and actually hold on to that space backside with that slightly higher wall. And you see that making full effect there. Fully expecting the pathing from the duelists from FURIA and having players ready to immediately punish. You saw how quickly Koala lost his head jumping up.
Seconds left.
It's funny though, because while it is easier for defenders to get back on the side, it's also a lot easier with the new pocket. Yep. Art's having a whole lot of fun. I was gonna say it's a lot easier for attacks to just stay on site. So a lot of times you'll see the situations where there's like both teams have 3-4 players right on opposite sides of a Viper wall. Takes a while before pandemonium breaks out. And there goes Art. Yeah, and the points out the watch. Just wasting everybody's time out here.
It's very funny. Giving it to his former teammate Artson. Of course, those two were wearing MIBR jerseys together last year.
Go. Yo, RCZ, don't save, bro. It's the 3rd round, please. Come on.
I half expected him to just like pull out the Portuguese trash talk just for that one-on-one.
Yeah, not to be this time around. And, well, Artson forced to save in this next round, just a bandit for him. Again, these forward flashes into elbow. Getting some amount of info, but not perfect for Sen. As the wall comes down, the dashes are here. FURIA into sight with a little more ease this time around. Eyes on Koala. Thinking of taking a timing through a wall as he will get a kill on the other side. Koala gets 2 Koala's behind enemy lines right now, for the record. Still alive and still good for 3. That's what the ghost of all things retrieves the gun, but it's a little bit too late. Narrate already into the site, runs out of bullets.
Not another EU clutch.
It's a one-on-one. A lot of support for EU in the crowd. He has plenty of time. Sees John QT on the other side. His former teammate with M80. Needs to take him out this time, not to be. The Guardian strikes again.
That was so close though. And I just have to see what the hell was happening with Koala and that ghost. How did he get 3 kills? Catches a great timing on 2 flash players. And then that one is just aim dipping. Cortesia, not something you can say happens too often. Fortunately, not enough for FURIA. Sen making a repeat of map 1, just the other way this time. And interestingly, FURIA will buy an attack-sided op for Koala. They put a priority in getting him the scope, but that will force him to slow down the game plan a little bit.
One of the benefits that you have with the double duelist is it doesn't slow you down entirely. You still have the Yoru if you want to get into a site. Still going to take your time and seek out those early kills, but you have more of a acceleration option if your op were to fall.
Talk of opping, we didn't get to see Redux do it in map 1. So one of the things people were very excited about this player was how good he is with the scope.
Time to jump.
FURIA are really taking their time through mid right now.
Need that back.
Understand there is money for the op, but the problem is B main. Art. Your corner. Oh, his head is gone. Talk about precision.
And with losing your lurker in B main, it becomes a lot harder to activate that direction. They'll feign it with a Yoru clone going in, try and let Koala walk up.
Oh, this could get ugly from FURIA with 30 seconds left. 2 players on A, 2 going B with the spike.
30 seconds
Still
left.
the op, and no smokes to play around on this B side right now. Redux will hide away, set up a clone. He's got a good position. Redux. Timed on the flash, and that's tough. Now he's been revealed. Vulnerable as well,
10 seconds
as the
left.
spike is planted.
Spike planted.
Alum's got a great position. Waiting for it. Sees the ping. Tries to escape and succeeds. Alum carving his way out from a tough position against the wall and has the support of Nerve. This round, from 0 to 100 for FURIA. Gambling everything at the last moment to finish on to B. Unless Cortesia has something to say about it. Checks his corner. John has his back. And Nerve is so low. Not a ton of time. John needs half. John gets it! But he doesn't have the time. 3 kills comes in a little bit too late. And FURIA are on the board.
And that round comes completely off the back of FURIA's new duo from Tier 2. Those guys who were repping QOR last year really rise to the occasion. The mech from Alum on display there. Taking down 2 players. And the Nerve doing well to play this time perfectly
Right there.
and get a much-needed round on the board. The issue is despite winning that round,
Yeah.
they're broke.
Yeah, and at the same time, John QT, deathless through 5 rounds, was able to retrieve the operator, give that back to Redux. The Sentinels aren't going to miss a beat here.
Blinded.
Still, FURIA have the ults, and are already into the B site. Cortez hanging out back here. Now revealed up as a Hunter's Fury sends him scattering. Redux, shoulder to shoulder. And up from above, an execution. Gorgeous from Koala, just barely surviving.
A difficult retake now for Sentinels. They need a pick, need some way back in, but with Koala now posted on the operator.
Exactly who you want to have it.
Go, go, go.
Narrate now vulnerable.
Take this. I'm out of here.
Spam just high.
Gotta go.
Sliding in, caught in transition.
Standing.
And this hold has been lights out. John QT again running away. Don't die. Got to keep that KDA perfect. He's going to be all right. Scurrying away.
7-0. Means a bit less when you start to lose rounds. But I do like how FURIA have varied up their approach to taking this B site. In their initial game on Breeze, Koala would pretty much always do that pathing, updraft dashing on top of that close pillar. You saw Sen was immediately ready for that. They were shutting down these players in those expected positions. Now, varying up the pathing a bit on the dive.
Oh, that util combo too with the flash and the Hunter's Fury
Really
to support
beautiful. That's something I was really impressed with in their first game as well. How good the initiator support for these double duelists has been. Credit to EU on that front.
Well, 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 FURIA making some choices. There's an attack op once more for Koala. Again, taking it towards mid. This time, though, Sentinels have the forward post.
They've shown these walkdowns before. FURIA should be wary.
One of the best positions a Yoru can play on this map with the teleport escape tool. So FURIA wait out the first timing, force Redux to set up another. The Viper's Pit is annoying in A main as well, so FURIA realize this is the timing they need to take. The gas covering their path. Narrate steps back into the line of fire. As the wall comes down, again, these layers of Sol. So frustrating, and a kill on top of it all. Narrate on the reposition. But Koala's already into the site. How is he getting away with that? Caillou can't do anything from the back. Koala just ripped open this site.
So now a test for the man who's yet to die. Can John QT win it in a 1-on-3? A quick timing through mid, and Artson already low. But with his position revealed.
He sees an op at his feet, Mimi.
Oh, come
My man is running. Wow.
Crowd not happy about this choice. But I think looking at the money, it's the responsible one. Can they get the hunt? They're working on it, but he's pretty damn far away.
I was going to say, after Cortezia talked a big game about saving a few rounds ago, Furia might be a little bit more inclined to hunt down that operator. Surprising, though, that it hasn't really found that major difference for Sentinels that we were expecting it to.
Yeah. It's been a lot of these kind of just like late hits from Furia where they've been very well grouped.
Yeah, and biding their time as well, timing out the Yoru TPs,
and I want
stuff like that.
Be clear, the only reason Furia won this round, they were in a really bad position. 2 players on the site, a pinch ready in mid, but Koala alone rushes out, gets those 2 kills, which he could barely believe. And Furia win the round.
Wow, that is like two of the most polarized reactions you could possibly see. Kaplan calling a timeout, maybe by accident when he smashed his keyboard, I don't know.
Yeah, someone check on the keyboard. Maybe Cubert's off the hook this year, new victim.
Well, that's actually not Cubert. That's Cubert's cousin.
Oh.
With the mustache.
Okay. I didn't know
I don't know what his name is, but.
Okay. I thought there might have been like a next layer to that.
I don't know. We can ask Rob. I'm not in charge of Cubert activities.
You love talking to Rob. You're his bestie.
Well, yeah, that's the reason I have to predict Sentinels every time, because otherwise he's going to hunt me down.
The most dangerous game style? I don't know if I can see that one coming. Pretty critical moment here for Sentinels. They have that op that they saved through again, but the money is tough. And this is a half that can very easily slip away.
Well, the operator was recovered, so time for Redox to prove what he can do on that weapon.
Like you're saying, they've had such a tough time actually getting him involved, getting him active with that weapon.
I just think the heavy focus on mid for Furia is a very good one.
It is.
It almost forces someone on Sentinels to take that risk, step through a timing on a smoke if they want to do anything, really.
Redux posts up an elbow, but again, look how patient Furia is. They want to see this play happen. They want to see where that op is walking.
A difference this time for Sen is narrates Bucky in A main. On the close corner.
But with the drone still up for you think surely this one gets cleared.
Depends how loud Furia want to be. If they want to use the drone immediately. A pullback on the star, and that's the problem. They wanted to go a little bit slower, and that's where Bucky is going to ruin you. Narrate still looking for an opportunity. Not pinged. Oh, there's a feeling another shot right into EU's face. And so an orb will be picked up, and Sentinels have 4 players stacked on the right side of the map.
And Furia don't have any other information. They feel forced to commit into this.
This is ugly. This is real ugly. Yeah, they've got to leave.
Are they going to try it? 40 seconds, but there could be players anyway. Thankfully for them, no one's walked up.
Importantly, though, the operator is walking up as we speak. A very forward line, something they haven't seen so far this game. But they don't have the util to clear it. Here's the op, and it delivers. Redux finally with an impact, and the rest of Sentinels already being called into that B site. A full-on eco for Sen. A Bucky and an op. But Furia fighting their way out. Art again the hero. A spike plant secured. Even numbers to play with. Only 1 rifle for Sen, but it doesn't matter. It's still even.
Maybe John should save.
Unbelievable.
They got a chance, though.
I mean,
2
they
on
can't.
2, but time is ticking.
Yeah, you can't take all day. Finally, the wall comes in. Narrate's got the gun.
1 enemy remaining.
And John is down. Nice, for the first time this game, leaves Narrate alone. That wall almost causing some problems for him. Nice shot. As the pull comes in, Narrate Gets 2, but there's not time again. Sentinels lose once more.
An eco with an operator going into that round and a hair away from winning it. Only one man saved Furia there. They did not have a cancel option. They didn't have utility to clear the op off the line. All they had was Artsin. And damn, did he deliver. 3 big kills as Sentinels flooded in. And the momentum continues.
Keyboard survives another round. It was a close one, but ultimately the way this started, the snowball, was Sentinels losing that one clutch on time, not being able to fuse.
And
happens again.
Exactly what continues it, so. Sentinels finally with guns back, with ults revving up. But with Furia still playing slow, holding this operator, waiting for any aggression.
Ooh, leg shot. Takes Art down to 32. Oh, but Koala was waiting for it. And it's that kind of patience, right? Koala was not taking an active angle, was waiting for someone to show themselves.
But they know that Redux felt like he needed to make the play, be the man to open a round. They punished that.
And importantly, he had a dimensional drift too. That could have been big mid-round information.
So now, Narrate again in the hot seat.
Go, go, go.
No drone this time, but Narrate's also making some amount of noise. Oh, is he going for the fight? Slides in, that is mental! John's back sight. Sentinels thinking they need to be way bigger heroes. And it's actually being asked of them. Some support being called in. John QT holds his own, but as a flash follows down, Caillou is out. Cortezia left in a 1-on-4.
Spike planted.
Furia have such a strong position here. And it might just have to be another save. You were critiquing them for saving, Cortezia.
Times change, Mimi. People can update their opinions. We need to support that.
He's trying to be fiscally responsible. By one less latte.
And get the operator, great.
How many rounds have they had this off?
Next round, it's gonna make a difference, guys.
I promise, I promise.
Just one more shot, give me one more shot.
Oh, I don't think they get to keep it.
Oh dear, no, you're not supposed to make noise when you're saving. Is Nerve gonna stand up? No? Is Art gonna stand up?
Is anyone gonna say something?
No, Furia are staying classy up there, you know?
Keep
they don't need to
classy,
make a big
guys.
show. That's 5 in a row for them.
The way that they dealt with this forward op angle was so good. Koala quick on that shot, and you talk about that play for Narrate. I think that on his jump peek, he saw the Viper, so he thought that was just an extremity player walking in, and that he could get a timing. Nope, it's the whole site hit there. And now Sentinels, after starting this game 4-0, have let slip 5 rounds in a row.
And punched in their second timeout of the half. Their last one was 2 rounds ago, Mimi.
Yeah.
Cap is not happy with what he's seeing.
I think where a lot of the problem is coming in is really just in these site executes for Furia. The double dive from Alam and Koala has been doing so much work on the entry. And I think part of it is just how long Furia is waiting. Sentinels keeps, trying to do something in the mid round, get players embedded in mid, get an op walked up.
Cap is fighting for his life while Furia is just laughing. Oh. Keep talking to me. What's Cap saying to the boys?
What's he saying? I'm stressed, guys. Please win a round.
Can we not save next round?
Yeah, they don't have guns.
Would they bought an op, though? That's minus 5,300 on Narrate. They're still giving Redux an opportunity, even when no one else has a buy. That's not a save from the last round. They died with that op.
This is crazy work. What have they cooked up around this operator?
I mean, Narrate's still gonna have money to buy in the next round. So I suppose it makes some sense. That's a strange pullback start, a little more forward than you're used to seeing.
Furia already with 2 players worked up into elbow.
They've always been so deliberate in how they step into mid. Haven't gone heavy through elbow just yet, but in a good position if a fight were to be there.
But they are playing low info on the A side of the map. Don't have an embed A main.
And with this drone going through mid, they don't have a tool to realize there's 4 players on B from Sentinels. And FURIA have done a lot of these mid-round gambles into a site where a lot of time today they've guessed right. This time, they're guessing wrong.
Can they figure it out in time? That's one player spotted. Here comes the off.
Redux is down! That was the buy. That was everything Sentinels sent into this round, and now the entry in is perfection. Nah, there is nothing Sentinels can do. John's gonna die again. That KD ain't getting any better. FURIA are flawless for 6 in a row.
Sentinels is in purgatory. They picked the right site to stack. They had their opper swinging the right angle at the right time. But he couldn't make it happen. And FURIA eviscerate them on the execute regardless.
Good jiggles, Toro. Good jiggles, bro.
And FURIA's just vibing their way through it.
Why not?
Guess wrong, not a problem.
Now Sentinels heading into the next round do have an operator. It's Glass because they went for the full buy. It's a risk they're willing to take. Narrate pushed away with the util, and that's a shot, but through the wall leaves Art alive on 5.
But that is something. Pushes the FURIA players away. Narrate again, challenging up A main.
Wow, he's so aggro into A main round after round.
To be fair, it's to be expected. He was almost that aggressive when he was playing Fade for this team.
It's true. It paid off when he had the Bucky in hand. This time, though, it gives Sentinels some advance warning of the impending B hit. Cortez pinged out.
Who's next?
Redux here, he's got to find his impact.
Site divided. Alum reveals it all. FURIA are putting everything into this fight, but already down a duelist. Here comes Alum, diving around, that's 2. And with the ping through the wall, EU will take down another. It's got to be Narrate now.
Spike down B.
Electric back into the site, that's another. The aggression starting to pay off. EU forced back into main without much time, and John QT will stop this streak from FURIA.
It was looking like a disaster, but Sentinels have arrested the momentum. And in a big way, that is just thanks to Narrate. That round was going poorly as well. A great Sova ult from EU, followed up by 2 beautiful kills out of a limb. But despite that all, Narrate gets aggressive, takes his risk, and it pays off massively for Sen.
One more for Sentinels to keep things tied. Going into the second half again, Narrate up in A main this time. There's someone waiting for him.
And now they'll just snap the exec on A. Already out, he's Koala, he wants more.
Switches to the operator, spammed out as the rest of his team filters in behind. John's biding his time for now. The rest of Sentinels far away, but now with a pit. Making a mess of this A site. Sentinels have to rethink the approach.
Redux still has an op, has to pick up a gun. Try and see if maybe he could be the tip of the spear to get back into this pit.
Already Sentinels been peppered down. More and more utility to slow them out too. And with Art connecting on a first, the options are quickly being removed.
Last player standing.
Oh, 2 shorty kills. Just to make it a little bit silly, FURIA takes 7 in the first.
That half was such a huge bounce back from FURIA. Sen was well prepared. We're shutting down FURIA on the execs early in this half, but they slowed things down. Completely neuter the operator from Redux. Some big risks pay off to come out the better of this half.
Just great calling through it all. And there's going to be more on the other side of this break. Second half of Breeze awaits with FURIA with a small margin here to play on. Already took back on Split, so leading in this series, and with a phenomenal second quarter in the first.
And this is where FURIA eviscerated in their game against Crew. They went 8-1 on their attack side against that squad to close that map out dominantly. And I think one of the biggest places that they looked good in was just Alum and Koala Noob, and how well they found positions to be aggressive, to find impact on defense.
Well, talk about players that might need to step up to that same level. Redux needs to show up here. Couldn't get it done on the operator, but already first blood in this second pistol.
So that shoos FURIA away just a bit, at least from elbow. Try and walk down mid, see if they can find a trade, and Narrate is there to receive.
I mean, Narrate, by far and away the standout for Sentinels in the first half. If you can have him and Redux step up to the challenge, this should be a cakewalk, you'd think.
FURIA's making the right gamble, though. Stacking 3 players towards A, a crossfire in mid.
Funky wall for FURIA on A2. Cuts that site in half. And Narrate is trying to retreat and create some noise for the lurk to activate in mid. At the same time, Sentinels take another down in mid on A. It's looking great, apart from Alum, who's still a problem, although Sentinels realize Caillou is calling his team over to B. Knows exactly where those 2 players are going to be and puts out a very deep Viper wall on top.
Cortez open the door.
Whoop.
And Alum, well, it's been closed in his face. Loses the chance on John.
Spike planted.
Alum desperately trying to hunt down this player.
But John's getting help. Holding this line.
Ooh, catches him on the reload, and now the swings come in. It's a bit labored. Ultimately, though, John finds success. And you remember the first half, it started with a Sentinels pistol round win. That turned into a bonus win for them as well. They got very streaky at the start. Need to replicate here now in the second.
One of the big keys this round, or this half as a whole, for Sen is going to be shutting down the aggressive looks from the FURIA duelists. And you already see them being ready for it here. An instant kill onto Koala. And then I think just a very measured approach in how they tried to split back into A. The bait play, set the lurk up to get a kill, and the willingness to cancel once they had new information. That was a clean start to get closer to even this scoreline.
Well, the FURIA aggression is going to be in B main this time. Firing squad lines up. Already Cortezia a little bit low. Nice shot from Koala. His pistol play has been excellent so far. Nice transfer, though, from John. Gets another kill, tucks away from that one, and has the support there, too. So there you have it. First answer to the FURIA aggression is a resounding success from Sen.
Thumbs up.
I got the spike.
They did well for it, and that's going to tie this game. Put them in a good position. After watching map 1, I think that the calling did show some issues for Sentinels. They oftentimes didn't leave an embed on the other side of the map and were put in these positions where they were having to gamble into sites late when FURIA had picked well-timed re-clears and were in position stacked. It's part of what was really killing them on split. So here, I want to see Caillou prove what he can do with that macro level, that he can out-call FURIA here.
And on a new map entering the pool as well. Some chances to find opportunities to reinvent how to play this very new Breeze. Our first real look at it here for them. And well, FURIA wasting our time again. Nerve just gonna die to the spike.
It was very blasé.
And he's gone.
Do you not think that was valuable time for our teams to discuss their strategy and for our fans to think about the joy they're experiencing in this moment?
A lot of joy. I want to know if Cortezia stood up again and told him not to save. I don't know. Because last time, I think immediately the response was FURIA just winning 8 rounds in a row or something insane. They couldn't have won 8. They only have 7, but...
Yep. I wasn't going to call you out.
I need to call myself. Sometimes you need to be self-aware.
It also wasn't 7 in a row. Here we go, though. This is a big rifle round in play. Sentinels, the 4-1, getting fast control towards elbow. Once you have elbow control, the threat of a B split is so much larger, especially because it's cutting those mid-rotates.
And with these double smokes here, you can clear out what's behind you and even threaten to pop through. This is a lot quicker than you'll see from other teams. Narrate already up on pillar, but Alum is untouched! That's ridiculous. Just mowed down in tunnel. Sentinels B main players absolutely nowhere to be found.
And already they're losing space. A walk down into mid from Nerve.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen down.
Love seeing Furia get creative on those high angles. Peek right over the box, this Sentinels. Completely unaware. And now Cortesia gone.
What do we think John does here?
Oh, well.
Gets one.
Does he go for the spike plant? I think he might. He already has the ult online.
No. Thinks they may have beaten him on an A rotate.
Okay, question. Everyone in the building. Is John going to play the round out?
A lot of no's.
Wow. Is he going to save? Is he going to die? Do you want him to live?
Mixed reaction there, guys. Come on.
He's planting the spike. That's a good start. He's playing it out. Giving the fans a show.
Give yourself a gold star if you got that right.
Does he commit the ultimate? Okay, yeah, good
Come
choice,
on,
good choice.
Christy.
No, that's very wise, that's very wise.
He's not going to do that.
Does he get a kill? Okay, really mixed. Let's see what he can do. Still alive, that's one. Sees the next, oh, but he's shot in the back. Gave it an honest attempt. I think we can give him some credit for that. No, okay.
Guess not. That was
What
a great
happened?
round from
Should
Furia.
have saved. You guys are ridiculous. This is how it started off.
Yeah, really great anchoring there from Alan. I think he's looked great, not just in the aggressive positions, but in locking it down, his movement.
You see this set shot? Oh my god.
I did like the set strat on the split, to be fair, but Lem just shut them down completely.
Unfortunately, the fast lane just gave an exact crosshair for Alum to aim down. Get a couple of kills. This time, Furia slipped down into mid.
Yeah, they showed these looks in their last game. They love this double aggression. They should bypass the dog, at least with one. I don't think Jet was spotted.
She was not. And now Alum is, it doesn't even matter if Jet was spotted. E was popping out of the smoke, instantly shutting it down. Furia expect a similar round to be called and have the immediate response. I have thought the calling from Furia all day long has been immaculate.
It's been on point. I think especially so on these defensive sides. The rotations have been on point. When they're choosing to go aggressive has been great. And the players following it up has been even better. So here we are again, guys.
Stop it! They're playing smoke agents. They're not even in the game for the first 20 seconds. Their teammates are always dead.
Someone wants them to go for one.
There's two alive. Surely they can go for two, okay? Let's set our standards a little higher, guys.
Chrissy, I don't think they're going for one.
No.
30 seconds left.
The crazy thing is Riot changed this map and took out a lot of the areas that you could just hide forever in.
Sure.
And Sentinels are still finding the pockets.
Sentinel's hide-and-seek map when?
Oh, no. Why on earth would Nerve still be here is my question. When the spike is up in elbow, Sentinels are about to be asking the very same question.
He's a mastermind reading into the save before it even happens.
How does he expect it? Wow. Well, they got their one. Hey! Ask, and they will deliver. Sometimes.
I think Sen fans might have been asking for more than one kill.
You heard him. I gave them the opportunity.
We have so much time to watch these saves, but I do want to remember the 5 seconds of gameplay this round. Having trouble remembering with that playing.
It's just silly.
But I love the variance on these mid-aggression looks that we've seen from Furia. There with the double walk down. Now this round, Koala just out of double doors alongside Artsin.
Caillou is on a journey trying to make it look like that same previous round with the dog up into elbow. But this time there's a dart that comes out from EU that spots no one. So Sentinels should have an exact idea, and that's why already you have the rotation. 2 players snap onto A. Make that 4 to hold down this site.
They're just not going to believe this. But Caillou's making the right call, pulling away from this one, re-exploring elsewhere on the map. The issue is that they have no space in mid. that FURIA has 3 players ready to snap a re-clear as soon as noise is made towards B.
Well, Sentinels have... Oh no, the spike is actually going back into A. They're trying to do a double fake, but I think Sentinels might be overthinking it a bit. They're going to go for this delayed look, I assume, into tunnel.
Do they want to go up? This is such a weird round, and they're going to quite possibly go into 2.
They really want to make it look like the B hit and then come back into an A split. So yeah, you have Narrate right now sending it into B, but there's still a double hold here indoors, and they mow them down. Artson, perfect on that. Caillou overthinking things, and FURIA do not rotate. Should have heard it. If you watched Koala's last game, FURIA don't go anywhere. Unfazed.
And the save chant coming out.
I love how we've come full circle on it. We went from booing John for saving to now cheering him on. That's another, he's 17-5. And FURIA are beating Sentinels. Now on double digits to deliver.
Sen really overplayed that round. I think it was a nice idea to try and fake there, but that one piece of utility from EU, the early dart into mid, meant they never believed it. And even once Sen sent forces back that direction, they were happy to keep those players in mid, knowing there was always a risk of a double back into A. And Artson, thanks to his team's good positioning, is rewarded.
Sentinels buying up here with whatever they can. Maybe just looking to rip a B hit, but already Koala and the operator patrolling elbow. That means Nerve is all on his lonesome. Stuck inside the fast lane again. Catches Sentinels before they have an opportunity to play the round. And now the support staff has arrived. Redux doesn't care, doesn't seem. Nerve waiting right on the other side of the divide. It's gonna come down. Cycled with that Viper Wall. Buys a little bit more time and in front of the Dimensional Drift. That kill is critical. Sentinels can bunker down, but the operator creeps ever on forward, and Cortezia has no clue. Had no idea. Pops up, missed shot, and the punish is there. Caillou on for 3. And John to finish off the round. Game's not over yet.
A simpler round, and it brings success for Sentinels. And I think the critical piece there is the kill onto a limb. He was in the middle of popping his ultimate as he flooded into this site, got shot in the head at just the right second. And without that ultimate, the retake becomes so much more difficult for FURIA. They have multiple players swinging into Caillou. He's able to deliver in that position. So Sen, after showing a fast B hit, go back to the similar mid look.
This time, though, they haven't spent the dog early on. One fewer player.
And this time, they do have real control in mid. Those players double doors, not a factor this time. Instead, FURIA looking to fight back into main if they receive pressure.
Good news is Seeker's here for perfect scouting up into main. Caillou realizes there's a player here that they can pinch down on. Art in the most uncomfortable spot of his life, and he's not going to be playing any longer. EU falls as well. Sentinels firmly in control over A.
Mid splits are so good at pinching anchors. They deliver on it. And now, a retake with an operator in the hands of Koala. Might be time to turn the requests around and take a look at a FURIA save.
Yeah, a little surprisingly, FURIA way down on cash. 0 creds in the bank for Koala after losing the last round.
I really liked that Sentinels this round put an emphasis not just on putting pressure mid, but actually fully taking that space. In the past, they've always kind of feigned towards the top of mid, put a player there, but never really done too much more with that space. Here, they actually ensure that no duelist had walked in and are in a position where they well and truly can threaten either split. And from the execute, you saw just how potent those A splits are. That's one thing that did not change when this map got reworked.
Oh yeah. No halls to go through to give you that one fewer option in terms of that, but A lot easier to fight over mid for sure. My question is, how long can they get away with that mid control? Because the one time we did see FURIA really fight forward for that space, they demolished Sen.
And I would think that is where FURIA is going to go as they call this timeout. Send Koala, send Alim back to deal with that problem. They've been so good in those positions. And the thing is, if you commit a lot of resources into holding mid, even if Sen just snap and execute, it sets you up in such a great position to play and win a retake, especially when you have a Cosmic Divide in your back pocket.
Yeah, and FURIA are coming up on a few monster ultimates. They're one off of both the Hunter's Fury and a Pit.
Absolute FURIA.
We gotta just let John hold on to the absolute cinema.
Yeah.
We don't have to give it to
Too many
everyone.
derivatives.
Come on. He's not even the director anymore. He got pulled off. Now he's just in the production, you know? Caillou's now in charge.
He's got a credit still.
He's still, yeah, executive producer. His involvement varies round to round, I'm sure.
Director of saving.
Director of finances, yeah.
Yeah, uncalled for.
Funds the project. Well, it has paid off for Sentinels in the last couple of rounds. See, though, what the response to the mid control is going to be, and my eyes are on Koala Noob's operator. There's been a lot of control up into elbow. This time he can try and get in front of things.
Sen, out of the timeout, do send a flash mid, but don't send any forces. Instead, they are just committing this A.
Keeping it simple. Got the ultimate to scout things out. FURIA are quick on the draw, though, and Nerve again is in front of the fight. Narrate has been taken down first. Almost every single time the exec comes through. Once again, carved away at as Caillou works into the site. Sentinels separating for a moment. See if there's any hope left here. As the smoke clears, Koala takes another life. It's just John and Caillou in a miserable spot. That spike still left in the open. No stars to call back on.
And FURIA just have to hold. They don't have to make a move.
FURIA are so patient.
I got the spike.
That's the last smoke out of John.
A spike tap, they don't play off
30
it.
seconds left.
They can play a 4-on-2 retake. They know they'll win it.
Spike planted.
Caillou stepped into some pretty massive shoes. Now being left alone as the divide cuts him away from John. Tries to stay alive as long as he can. How does he get that? Giving John a chance. John finds it! That's insane! Take a bow! The crowd has turned around for John.
We have waited so many rounds to see something from John QT. So many rounds of him just sitting, biding his time, not taking the chance in the clutch, but here, he delivers. And by all accounts, FURIA were playing that right. And I think, in a lot of ways, only ends up losing to right-click jet knives. If one more had connected, that was a free kill and then a 3-on-1.
Hold on, maybe there's a fight over elbow. Right now, Koala Noob on a Sheriff just got a kill. That's insane, and that's on a Sheriff, that's on an eco round. Sentinels just stole away round 20 to tie things up, and now, against 5 pistols, marshals, Buckies, they're down 2 players immediately.
Sen has retaken mid-control, but what they need now is a hero. And the man who did it last round is walking straight towards a Bucky.
Hunter's Fury, too. Catching out the mid player, that's insane. Caillou's still alive, though. And there's a Viper's Pit of all things. Nerve ratting around the corner. Sees the Bucky, Caillou will take him down. Still an opportunity for Sentinels. Only one rifle for FURIA.
The same 2 players in the same spot to deliver another clutch.
This time, pressure on the flank. Coming in quickly. Koala started this round with a bang. And now,
30 seconds
the
left.
Sentinels taking their time is here at the perfect moment to strike.
Spike down A.
John QT, no way he does it again. And there's no chance to save either. You can only fight. You can't win if you don't fight. John doesn't even have the time to do it. Stepping into Koala, takes him down, 10 seconds. John needs this. John has to go for the plant. No time. Needs both kills now. I don't know if he has time. That was right at the last second, and he realizes it's too late. John is alive, but at what cost? A thrifty win for FURIA.
No worries.
Even without the kill.
How did Koala do that? How did Koala pull that off? We have to see it again.
Bam!
Oh my God!
And then back into mid as well!
That is disgusting. And then EU with a perfect Hunter's Fury.
One enemy remains.
Koala has impressed me so much. He spent a season with Na'Vi, but here in Americas, he has looked like a different man.
EU thought about the timing instead, just some spam. Keeping it calm for FURIA and ceding control over mid.
You are divided.
Sentinels have loved this. Putting down, no! Again for two! Koala fully unleashed. Sentinels not out of it just yet. Still EU, still Alum on the site. Caillou takes him down. Sentinels a little bit scattered without their duelists.
A flank coming through fast, but a Viper's Pit will buy some protection for Sentinels. This is a must-win round.
The Seekers get perfect information, but they reveal Caillou's position. Art! Picture perfect. Cortez knows he doesn't stand a chance. Series point for FURIA.
Does it to his former teammate. Art for three, and Koala back-to-back rounds. That was a split second from the wall going up, from those players being safe. So close to the margins, but finding so much success. And those 2 rounds may have just crippled Sen. They were mounting a comeback. They were building back into that game. But a 2K with the Sheriff, a 2K with the AWP, both delivered by Koala. Now put them an inch from the edge.
On series point, Caillou has to find the right calls in back-to-back rounds for OT. And to work around Koala. The AWP was not revealed. Allen broke it. This time Redux connects first. Some stall already with Redux into the site. He's cut down. The rest of his team stalled away. Only Narrate on site has crept into the center, but now struck. Sentinels scattered. As the walls come down, no more gas remains. Cortez needs to move. Sentinels need to move.
Take flight. Enemy tag.
He reveals himself. Gets the ping though, and Nerve in the corner, being baited for expertly. There's the dart. Here comes the swing. Caillou! What is that?
Player standing. Spike planted.
He might have just saved this game. Koala in the midst of 3. Knows there was a player back in mid. He's spending so much time to try and hunt him down. Little does Koala know. Cortezia left a long time ago. As Koala realizes that it might be time to turn tail and run. Yes, he is. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. John with an over 3.0 KD.
It is absurd.
In a losing map.
But he's old news. We have to talk about the new IGL and the flick that he found in this round. I just want to see it from his perspective. How did Caillou pull this off? There's one.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Yeah, just watch again. Appreciate.
He was moving. That is crazy.
Nice!
And that might have just been the round.
One more shot for FURIA to close things out in regulation. They're gonna have a full arsenal at their disposal. And the nice thing for both these teams is it's a pretty simple round. There's only one ult heading into it. That's gonna be a Cosmic Divide for Art. That's the only thing they really have to think about. After that, it's just a hard read on what you've seen to carve up the best round you can.
If I'm FURIA, I want to put a presence on mid control again. Every round that they fought for mid and held it has been so successful. Not only have they dominated getting kills in that space, but when Sen goes for these hard hits, their flood retakes have been so successful with both of their duelists able to quickly rotate into the position where they're needed.
And for Sentinels, I think they need more support for Narrate when they're execing into sites. So often, FURIA have been getting one guy looking straight down the barrel of a fast lane and only seeing a neon. Narrate needs some assistance when he is going through that lane if Sentinels want to pop something quick.
And to do that, I honestly look at Caillou. I think he has to be the guy on the defense. That third man in, but with the Yoru teleporting, basically the one required to get those trades.
Are they just going to rip it B? Sentinels have worked up into elbow a lot. It's not necessarily going to be that fast look. But FURIA have an orb on side, a wall covering this choke point. Plenty of tools to stall.
Alam's been the guy to shut down the neon, to kill Narrate.
Sentinels execing here, but inside the fast lane, Redux was holding for it. Taken out, and now Narrate for 2. This time, his teammates are playing distraction. This time, he actually gets to play around.
So FURIA down 1 in this retake. Koala still with the operator in hand.
But still, there's that wall. Sentinels need to play in front. Now the op inside of everything somehow escapes. The spike out in the open, Art is here as well. Narrate needs a little bit more. He goes for a reload. He has no bullets. What is going on? That might have taken Sentinel's chances right away. Nothing in his way now. Narrate needs more. It's got to be all on him for an ace. It won't be there. Artson shuts it down right here and now.
A 2-0 victory for FURIA. The team whose main roster could not even get a win in 2025. Rebuild, rework, and deliver against America's favorite team.
Just a wild game. Sentinels still look a little bit shell-shocked after that. In a winning position in that final round until Artson told them no. Artson playing to the crowd at the end as well. He's feeling it.
The late rounds from Artson, the impact from Koala, and just the calling across this game was so on point from FURIA. I think their decisions on the defense side in particular were so good. Always on the right side on split. Always dominating the space they needed on breeze.
Artson is quickly becoming one of my favorite players to watch, from the calling in these rounds to just delivering in clutch moments in both of the series he's played. It's been so fun to watch him deliver time after time. And the rest of the team as well stepping up when needed.
For these rookie players as well,